Okay, hey guys, my name is Sabelo Mtembu, a first year student at the University of KwaZulu-Natal studying engineering. Okay, so basically I will be giving you a series of AutoCAD drawing tutorials using AutoCAD 2019 from Autodesk, and this is a completely free version. Actually, it's a student version, easy to obtain from the Autodesk. All you need is just licensing from Autodesk, which will barely cost you a thing for student versions of software. Okay, so first what I'll do is select a 2D template for drawing, and over here there are several templates. Some of them are basically manufacturing, architectural, civil, and so on. So what I'll select is an AutoCAD ISO template 2D. And I will start by selecting Drawing command. Okay, right now the drawing is in the normal standard, which it has several layouts. This is the 2D layout in which the drawing will actually show. So over here at the top you have several commands. It is the line command, polyline command, circle command. Basically, this is the whole set of commands that will allow you to draw nearly anything. Okay, now to just get into the basics of the user interface. Um, with the line command, it basically allows you to draw a line segment starting from a point to the next point. Let's, for example, say point A, point B. See, just draw a line wherever. Then to stop that line, you have to either say enter, or you could press escape key. Okay, so with these lines you are able to map out any type of line work that is necessary. Now at the bottom you will find a set of different keys or elements that are basically made for accuracy. These keys allow you to make precise drawings that do not have error. Let me just show you what I mean. Okay. The snapping and tracking is all turned off, so as you can see, the lines will move in any way. They are not particularly set to a preset angle or something. So when say you, for instance, try to draw a box using the line commands, and you somehow approximate that this is where the lines will intersect. Okay, let's zoom in and see exactly what is happening at that point. Okay, you notice that at a certain point the lines actually aren't touching at all. The more deeper that you go into the picture, you will see that the lines do not touch. So what you want to do is use these sets of elements to actually allow you to make some precise drawing that will actually have a definite shape. This is the snapping. These two are for snapping. So these actually show you exactly what you are snapping to, and this actually allows the line to move to a precise and definite point. Over here, this is where you set what type of snapping you desire. So over here we have endpoint, midpoint, center point, wherever, like, it gives you the precise input of where exactly are the lines intersecting. So let me just leave it as it is. Endpoint, center, geometric center, node. I'll turn off geometric center and node. Okay, I'll turn on node. Intersection, extension, insertion, and I will leave perpendicular deliberately, and I will leave parallel set on and tangential set on. This will basically ensure that you can see exactly what is it snapping towards. Okay, switch it on. Now you will see this. You see, it's showing exactly where is it snapping towards. Say this wasn't on. It's not necessarily giving you a definite point of what's exactly happening. Okay, object snap tracking, and over here, this will give you a precise, that's how the object snapping works. And you will see that these two lines will be parallel and actually end precisely where the two lines intersect. No matter how much you zoom in, the lines will still be in contact, as you can see. Okay, now let's move past that. Delete. The next command is polyline. Basically, this line allows you to draw a line from one point to the next. Okay, this is another set of tracking. This is precisely orthogonal tracking, which moves about only the X and Y directions only. The lines, as you can see, will definitely not move in some sort of angles greater than or less than 90 degrees. It basically can't move in an obtuse or acute angle. It only precisely moves according to the grid, X and Y only. Now let's turn this off and set polar tracking on. This tracks the line according to the preset angles that you have selected. Well, mine is set to an angle of 24 degrees. So each and every 24 degrees, it goes on increments of 24 degrees actually. So I'll select 30 degrees, 30, 60. So now you see that the line will move at precisely 30 degrees. Okay, that was the polyline command and the tracking. So now I will dimension just to prove this to you. Okay, something is wrong with my dimensioning. Oh, there it is. I don't know why the writing is so small actually. Oh, it's probably not on ISO or something. Yeah, maybe. Okay, enter and just to escape that command. Now to move on to the circle command. This is basically the circle and radius. So over here, you draw a circle using the center and the radius. You give a precise point of where the center of the circle will be, and voila. See, the more you move out, the greater the circle, blah blah blah. Yes, so let's just say you put in a radius of, we want a diameter of 18, so the radius will obviously be 9. Okay, that's the radius of the circle. Oh, okay, my drawing is actually a bit too large, so the circle will appear a bit too small, obviously. Okay, so let's move on. Ah, flip. My computer's jammed. Mini processors happening at the back. Yeah. Okay, it's back. As you can see with the polyline, it is completely linked to each and every part. So, say I was to select a certain point only. Let's just say I select this point only. So as you can see, the whole line is selected. Whereas with a standard line command, this is what happens. It selects only one line. It doesn't select the entire lines drawn. Okay, let's delete all of this and let's just move on. So circle, basic command, yada yada, 9 for 18 diameter. There's the circle over there. Pretty small actually, yeah. My dimensioning is set to millimeters. Okay, delete this. Now to move on to the next available command, which is the arc. So the arc, this is a 3-point arc. So basically what you do is you will select a point here, a point there, and an end point over there. So this will simply draw an arc between all those points. Nice and simple, nothing complicated over there. You know, yeah. Delete this. So when you select the drop down menu, there are various options over here. So there's the start and center, blah blah blah. Okay, it's actually, yeah, it starts center and end. So you will select your starting point, select your geometric center, and it always moves in an anti-clockwise direction. As you can see, the motion is always anti-clockwise, and it precisely will not take 360. I can assure you, it will not. It definitely won't take 360. Okay. So let's just say we wanted to rotate the arc to be between an angle of 90 degrees or so. 90, let's make it 70 degrees. Okay, it is precisely 70 degrees. It is supposed to be precisely 70 degrees. Yeah, yes, it is 70 degrees. Okay, now let's just move past the basics and move on to the other options. So over here we have the rectangle. This is like similar to drawing your polyline, but you know, it gives you a definite shape rectangle if you do not like the tracking on and all that stuff. So let's just say we want to give it a specific length. So it is moving across, it is length, breadth or length, okay, something like that. Let's just say moving across it is length, and moving vertically it is the breadth. Let's just give it certain dimensions. Let's say 18 by 20. No, let's just say by 8. 18 by 8. Okay, for some reason it is giving me exactly at this point. I don't know what's happening over here. I don't know, maybe it's using coordinates or something. '18 by. Oh, that's. Oh, yeah, it is taking the coordinates. I was supposed to select the dimensions. Generally, this is in dimensions. I'm not sure. Okay, I didn't set it to use dimensions. Specify the length. To specify the length, we will not use 10, but we will use 18. And specify the width of the rectangle. That would be 4. Okay, there it is. There's the rectangle. Now you can see that it's moving along the quadrants. Okay. So over here, this will simply allow you to select polygons, rectangles, and so on. Select the polygon, prescribe the number of sides, let's just say 6 sides. And you will select the center of the polygon. And okay, this is one of the reasons why I stopped using AutoCAD, because it just bores you out with all of those details. Whereas with SolidWorks and Inventor, you simply just draw it and just specify the length across the flats or something. You know, like those stuff, length across flats and so on. So let me just give a radius or circle, the circumscribe of a circle, which most people would not know, but it's actually the surrounding of the circle, the surrounding circle of the polygon actually. So I'll just set it to 100. Okay, this thing is a real bore. Okay, inscribed means inside the polygon and circumscribed means outside the polygon. Get that right. Okay, this is, you see, okay. Now to specify the radius of the circle, I'll just say 100. And voila, it gives you your polygon. Yeah, AutoCAD sucks, I know. So there are better applications. Okay, I'll just leave the polygon there. And now, just to do an ellipsis. This is an ellipsis. It's basically an egg-shaped object. Because I know that some of you were technically not doing technical drawing in high school, so this is to assist you guys. So this is the center of the ellipse, and this is the end of the ellipse, and this basically gives the this is the minor axis moving vertically. This is the minor axis, which is basically, the minor axis is between the shorter, let me just say, it is the line that will join, the shorter line that joins opposite sides. Okay, let me just make something precise. Okay, this is the minor axis, and this would be your major axis, the longer line. of the ellipse, and there are more various options for the ellipse, which is axis, end, and all that stuff, you know. It just bores me out. Now let me just simply remove this and this and that. Delete. Yes. Okay, so this is the hatching option. Do not worry about that as yet. Okay, let's just select it anyways. Yeah, pretty slow computer, hey? It's a bore sometimes. Wow, the video has gone on for so long, 20 minutes. I didn't think that it would actually be so long, but I hope that through this you did gain something. Okay, for hatching, it is basically, you will technically use ISO, an ISO standard. Okay, let's just select the object in which we want this to be hatched in. Okay, so hatching simply means drawing lines across to show that that place was cut off. Like that view is simply cut off between 2 points. Yes, yeah. You will get into the gist of that and all. Okay, so as you can see, it is precisely 45 degrees and it is supposed to be on an isometric standard. Yeah, I don't know why they use an SI. We generally use ISO. The pattern. Okay, let's just leave that. Yeah, that's all. Enter. Close hatch creation. This simply just generates the hatching for you, so you don't really have to worry about drawing all of that hatching by yourself and all. Yeah. Now this is simply the move command. It will allow you to move an object, give a specific point or the initial point of the object. So voila, we removed the hatching. Okay, Control Z to revert that. Now to rotate this, you simply select what you want to rotate and select the axis and rotate it about that axis. It will simply rotate about that axis, and let's say maybe 90 degrees. It rotates a whole 90 degrees, obviously anti-clockwise, because this is AutoCAD. It simply uses the standard commands, the standard Cartesian plane. It doesn't really follow the new standards. Okay, let me not say new standards, but it follows the old standards. Now to trim off, you do not just simply select trim tool and go straight to it. You have to first press enter, because that'll make your life a whole lot easier. And then you simply select you will simply right click on the sections that you want to be cut off or trimmed off. Yay, the computer is slugging off again. Ah, I hate it sometimes. But it's the AutoCAD. I blame AutoCAD. Okay. Okay. See, it's trimming off the lines that we do not need, removing the lines that we want to remove. Okay. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, then to this is basically the copy option. You'll select the object that you want to copy and you will press enter and it will basically place the object to the next point that you select. And in AutoCAD generally, as long as a command runs, it won't stop. You have to escape the command or close that command by pressing the escape keys. And this will be the mirroring command. So you will select what you want to mirror. Okay, I will have to draw a line because I will have to give where I want that object to be mirrored. Along what line do I want the object to be mirrored? And I select this line, give the starting point of the mirror and the ending point of the mirror. As you can see, it basically somehow will move around that point. You see, it mirrors there, it mirrors there, it mirrors wherever. You have to give an ending point. So it is mirrored along those points, as you can see. Okay, so now to move on to the fillet command. This is basically one of the best commands because it simply allows you to put in a circle between two different lines, give a curved edge, precise curved edge. Okay, let's make an additional line. And fillet. Refilleting, baby. Okay, forget that. Select second object tool. Okay. And you want to give the radius over there. It did not fill it because the radius wasn't set to any value. Let's just set it to, okay, let's just say 20 millimeters. Enter. And now we can select where we want the fillets to occur. There it is. Fillet again. It will basically happen between any lines, any two lines. See, there's another fillet. Yeah. So now this will be the explode. Okay, we will not use the explode command. Yes, we will not use that command. I will not use that command. I will not go into that command. And we will go into stretch. So this will basically allow you to stretch an object or something. Press enter. So you will select the display base point and then boom, it simply somehow moves the line or something. Yeah, this didn't happen well because this is actually like, a line. It's simply displacing a line. Let's try it with something different. Let's try with this fillet. If it still does the same thing, I'm confused. Okay, the reason this is happening is because this isn't actually in a polyline and the lines actually aren't joined, as you can see. You see, this is like two separate lines. Escape. So what you do is you will want the lines to be joined. So what you do is simply select those lines and press the J key on your keyboard. Okay, you can either type join. Okay, but let me just show you. It will still show join and all. So you will select join and the line is now simply a polyline, as you can see. It is a line that joins many lines. And now you can easily stretch this. Let's attempt stretching it. Enter. Ah, keeps moving the objects away. That's basically because this isn't a, a well-joined object. Let's join further again. Okay, now let's attempt to stretch. Enter and okay, it's not working as I thought it did. I never really tried this command. Okay, now let's just, this is basically scaling. This will either scale up or scale down your object. Press Enter and
repeating everything the video said.
You see, you simply scale the object. It's huge now.
You're telling yourself then.
It's huge, very huge. Okay, I wish I could make it smaller, but I'm having a hard time. See, okay, I selected wrong. I really okay, you could maybe do it your own way, but I hope that will show you basically how this works. Okay, it is back to its normal size, and this is basically a rectangular array command, and it allows you to basically make simple objects of the same object, and you can, you see, select a number of arrays of the same object. So over here on the columns, same as in applied maths, which means going up, let's just set the number of columns to 3 and the number of rows to maybe 2, just to give you a sense of what actually do they mean. Yeah, obviously you do know what is rows and columns, but I'm just making sure because people do tend to forget. People do forget. Close array. And then there is also circular array. Okay, I actually wanted to. There is pod array. Pod simply means is basically looking at the circular array command, polar array. That's how they say it, but I just say circular because it's what I prefer. So what you do is simply select the object that you want to array and select the axis at which you want the object to be arrayed. So there's the axis, and it makes an array of 6 of the same objects by default, but you can select the number of items that you want the object to be arrayed. So let's just say 5. It should make 5. It should. It's probably responding slow or something. I'm not sure why is it so slow. Okay, let's. Okay, yes, it's responding slow. Oh, there it is. Yes, now it's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the same object that was selected to be arrayed. Now let's just say 10 for instance. It should make 10 of that object. And you could select the angle that you want between the objects. But this object is usually determined by how you want the object to be arrayed, like the number of arrays of that object and how you want the object to be filled. Should it fill 360 degrees? Should it fill 180 degrees? Or something, you know. Yeah. Let me just fill the array. Yes. So you can see it as 10 of the same object. And yeah. let's just say circle command again, just to make this have a nice look, you know. Yeah, so yeah, now it looks nice a bit. Okay, now to move on to the offset command. This will basically just offset an object, and let's just say 10, and press enter, and you select the object that you want to array to offset. Okay, it can't be that one, and you see it did offset the circle by 10. Let's just make a line to show you how exactly this works. Enter and offset. Let's select 20 for the offset, and let's go. So yeah, either offset at left or right, it will basically offset parallel to the object. You see, now let's just offset to the left and also offset to the right. See, there's it, looking nice, you know. Yes, enter. Now this is basically the annotation part of the tab. I'm sure you know it. It basically, the text allows you to write the text. The dimensions the given line that you chose, and you know, yeah. Let's just select this line. It will dimension between 2 points. Okay, it really moves slow. This computer moves slow. It's really sluggish. But that is what you get when you use Unity and all on this computer. It is some heavy programs. Okay, so let's just close the text editor, because I want to write a text. I just wanted to show exactly. So now dimension this line. Okay, cancel and select dimension again. So this line, and you simply just drag it along, and over there it shows the precise length of the line to 2 decimal places. Enter, and this should be, I think, this tool, I think it specifies the length or something. I haven't really tried it out. Okay, it's also a dimensioning tool. Okay, and over here, this is the layer properties. Let me just give you a brief sense of what it actually does. You see, right now it's at the basic layer. So let me just select this line and show you what does the layer mean. Okay, mine, as opposed to the school computers, it doesn't have the different layers and all, like center lines and all. But let's just set this to def points, and def point, let's set the layer properties.
Define point.
And I will show you exactly what happens. Say the color of the layer was maybe red, green, or some color around there. And just say okay, the color is now red, as you can see. Okay, let's exit this. You see, now the line that was selected to be under layer 0 is actually now red, as you can see. And these are the various options for the layers and what: freezing layers, isolating layers, turning layers off, turning layers on, anti-freezing and anti-isolating, anti-lock, and you know, yes. So it's block editor, single, okay. And these are the various options for the layers. Okay, I do not want to set the thickness. I actually want to set the type of lines. So I will make a center line. I will make a center line. Load, and let's select a line that will resemble a center line, which would be okay, it's pretty hard finding this line. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's select this line, set it to that. But as you can see, okay, it is visible that it is a center line. You see, pretty small, pretty small. But you could change the scale of the line on properties. Properties. Okay, let's take some time to show the prop. And this will be the line scale. The line scale, let's just set it to 5. Press enter. Now it looks more like a center line. You see, it looks more like a center line. Yes, so I think that's about all for the home user interface, and this is basically all the other things annotate. This will simply parametric, it simply constrains points to a certain point. Like this is a tangential constraint, this is a node coincidence whereby lines will definitely meet. And this is a concentric, which makes sure that circles are in the same axis of rotation. Let me just make an example. Okay, let me make another circle. And I select parametric concentric circles. And I will select the two circles that I want to be concentric. It will be this circle and this circle, and I simply... Now they are in perfect centers. See, this is parallel, horizontal. Okay, that's vertical. It'll lock the line to a vertical position. And this is horizontal, and this is symmetric constraints. Yes, view, navigation bar, yada yada, all of those things. The user interface for AutoCAD actually isn't that complicated, and this is simply script. We will not use scripting in this semester. We probably will not use scripting. Yes, that's all. Yes, yeah. Okay, thank you guys, and see you in the next video where we move on to the next type of drawings and all of those things. Yes, thank you. Bye.